change is in the air. The hot summer nights are fading into cool fall evenings. The leaves are beginning to turn a myriad of colors, and the days are growing shorter and shorter. Fall is just one time of year the world changes before our eyes. Our lives have seasons and different times, just like the year. We have a season of babyhood, childhood, a time to prepare for adulthood, and then when we are adults, we have families and jobs and many more seasons. The Bible talks about all the different times we have in our lives. In Ecclesiastes 3, it says, "There's a time for everything. There's a time for everything that is done on earth. There's a time to be born, and there's a time to die. There's a time to plant, and there's a time to pull up what is planted. There's a time to kill, and a time to heal. There is a time to tear down, and a time to build up. There is a time to weep, and there's a time to laugh. There is a time to be sad, and there's a time to dance. There is a time to scatter stones, and there is a time to gather them. There is a time to embrace someone, and there's a time not to embrace. There is a time to search, and there's a time to stop searching. There is a time to keep, and there's a time to throw away. There is a time to tear, and there's a time to mend. There's a time to be silent, and there's a time to speak. There's a time to love, and there's a time to hate. There is a time for war, and there's a time for peace. It's easy to embrace the good times and understand why God sends them to us. Sometimes it's very hard to understand why bad things happen, why people die and mourn and weep. Bad things happen in our world because of sin, not because of God. Sometimes even our own sinful choices result in bad things happening. But whatever the cause of bad things, God can always use them for good. We can learn lessons when we make mistakes. We can be happy when people go to heaven. We can learn from our sins and help others overcome their sins. Or we can help others learn from our mistakes and never sin in the first place. Ecclesiastes tells us our lives will have good and bad times. God is always with us and can help bring the best, even from the bad times, if we trust Him. We know that for those who love God, all things work together for good, for those who are called according to His purpose.